this energy
We
that's
live.
happening. Yeah, I like to be out in nature around this time.
Oh, I
I'm
love
trying to.
that. You live right
Yeah.
now, talking about
How
nature.
you?
All right, Black Box Radio. We are live. We are in the box. It's a beautiful Wednesday in Baltimore. And listen, there's a lot going on this weekend. We are in like the not the end of the summer, but summer is kind of winding down, and it's feeling it's still hot as heck. But we're so hopeful about it. Some more festivals coming, and we got one coming this weekend that we about to talk about. I got my brothers in here. Y'all can see my brothers in here with me. And we about to get on it. The Baltimore Rhythm Fest. That is what's up today. That's what we're talking about today. Is an annual festival in Baltimore, and it's coming up on 9/9/23, which is Saturday. It's from 12 to 6 p.m. and it's at 1600 Guilford Avenue. Listen, it's free. FREEEE. Go, come out for community, come out for the rhythm, come out for the drum, come out for the music. We have bands, we got vendors, we got food. It's a family fun, good time this weekend, 9/9/23. So first, I want to introduce myself. I am Queen. I am a host of Black Box Radio. We are a multimedia platform. We're based in Baltimore. We platform Black people. We expose Black culture. We definitely send information throughout the community to other communities. So we're a very Black centered platform, and we're based in Baltimore. We want you to like, share, subscribe. Again, like, share, subscribe to Black Box Radio, blackboxradio.com, all of our social media. So we got all the business out the way. It's time to talk Baltimore Rhythm Fest. Today I have one of the organizers, one of the guys who put life into this thing again. We got Menes Yahudah. Say hi to the people, bro.
How we doing? How we doing, family? Thank you, Queen, for having us on here. Thank you very much.
You're very, very welcome. So you know what we're here to talk about. So let's kind of first back up because this festival is not new to Baltimore. But from I'm hearing a little history from you. It has a little history. So can you tell us a little history about Baltimore Rhythm Fest and from where it was and where it is now?
Yeah, it was a festival developed back in the '80s, uh, with a collective of people. One of the people was John Millen, and what we did was basically uh, people over the years, different groups have tried to take on this or have taken on this leadership role to make it something continuous so that Baltimore can have one of the festivals here and it's based around drum. And at that time, they used to bring people in like Baba Olatunji in,
Mm-hmm.
um, and they used to be up at St. John's Church. Um, up off of St. Paul's in like 26th Street, 27th Street, up in that area. And
Okay, Paul Village.
exactly. And
Mm-hmm.
and so basically it's based around the heartbeat because here in Baltimore, what a lot of people don't know is that, in the 70s, about 70, 80 artists got out around in Drew Hill Park and they were bringing their drums out, dance, fine art. This is like, because Drew Hill Park was one of those places that uh, the community would go in. People would go into the parks around the country at, different times back in the day because during the summertime when it's warm, the park is cool. It's nice to be there. People want to
Yeah.
lay on the earth. We want to go more to our natural living, right? And
Right.
so what ended up happening is, you know, the 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 movement or the heartbeat that tried to help develop and get, uh, I would say, uh, the African in America or
Mm-hmm.
the indigenous in America. Um, we The drum is something that has been going back to the beginning of time. When the
Mm-hmm.
drum call, it calls people together.
Yep.
And when the drum was taken away, polyrhythm, from singing to using your body um, to stomping the ground, uh, taking objects that you have, a washboard, um,
Yep.
a jug. These are the things that we do in order to help time pass and pass it with spirit and energy, right? And
Yeah.
so one of the main entities here in Baltimore City, a lot of people don't know about, is the Baltimore Park Vibe Drummers.
Yes.
And so, with that, in Druid Hill Park families, since I was a little boy, uh, that's where families would come on Sunday. It wasn't just about the car show, even though melanated people in the Americas would show up there because that's what we do. We show up fly, car show, looking nice, saying hello to one another. The chemistry between man and woman, like that's village life, right? And so a lot of time we're not understanding that even in our own village, how much we're carrying on a culture. And so with the Park Five drummers or drum circles, this is a place where for some people who don't want to go and take structured drumming.
Yes.
Um, they could go in and feel as though that they're learning something or that they're creating something. It's not everywhere. So we start from that base. We start there.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, out of that, that's when you started having people uh, and the ballets and the ballets from Africa and the influx of uh, Cuban Afro Latino music coming in and things like that. And so after a while, people started realizing that, oh, there's a serious structure that's involved with music and culture
Yeah.
because that was something that was taken from us, right?
Right.
And so this festival basically it's like a melting pot so that when people come into this place, you
Mm-hmm.
can get something from it. The master drummer will bring the master drummers in to do the workshops, uh, or the advanced drummers to teach workshops. We'll bring in the dance companies to do performances.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we've expanded this year. We added the oral historian piece inside of there with hip hop, trying to get more of the youth to start to come out to
Yep.
see how the oral history is connected with rhythm and sound, some of the oldest instruments on the planet. And so the point of all of this is to try to find a way or a niche to feed people where they are,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Because people gonna say everything when they come to the festival. They're gonna say everything. Some people um, they're gonna say, "Oh, you guys have it's a lot of different people that's not looking like me here." Well, um, yeah, but everybody's going to be able to get something out of it if you're going there with the
But
with
wait a
the
minute,
idea.
wait a minute, because you're moving into the question to some. You segue into the whole other part. Let's let's
Okay, go
because that's a whole other issue. So let's stay. We getting there. That's hot. Let's keep it over here. So the festival has been reconfigured. You told me it was called the Baltimore International Rhythm and Drum Festival at one point, and now
Yes,
today it's now the Baltimore Rhythm Festival. So
yes,
am I correct?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so now that incurs so many, what I'm hearing, so many different people who are going to be a part of this. I heard the dance troops, the drummers. We're going to have a band. You're going to have bands. You're going to have the hip hop because this is 50 years of hip hop. So hip hop is everywhere in
Right,
23. Hip hop is everywhere. Believe that. And so hip
right,
hop is infusing this thing. So we're trying to get the young people to understand that all music comes from somewhere. That's what we got to get that music is something that touches us all, but it also has an origin, and instruments have origin. The djembe has origin. The banjo, these all these instruments have origin, and they're culturally enhance us as African people, but also other cultures want to be a part of be a part of such greatness, which is music. and the music
Right.
that comes out of out of Africa. So we also, I want to introduce Baba Kenya. He is a part of the Children of Adam band. I don't want to mess it up because I know Baba Kenya get me. So I want Baba Kenya, listen, introduce yourself, and then we're going to talk more about the festival as a whole. But tell us who you are and what you guys are doing in the festival. You ready?
Okay. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, great. Yes, I'm the founder and musical director and songwriter for the Children of Adam band. The Children of Adam band has been in existence since 2018. I think that makes us about 4, maybe 5 years old, and we've been successful at winning a number of awards, industry-related awards. Our title, Children of Adam Band, celebrating the cultural diversity of humanity. So we specialize in a hybrid of a mixture of jazz, R&B, rock, soul, Latin, African, Middle Eastern, and the spoken word. Our lyrics are in both English language and dialect, so we speak to a universal global audience. And our music, we classify this genre as PMB music. That means positive message bearing music. All of our songs carry messages to uplift humanity.
Very interesting. I love the name Children of Adam. Did you make that name up? Where did that come from?
No, that name comes from original uh, I don't want to say religious, but original faith-based doctrines. You know, there's a story of the creation of the first human being, the first man being Adam, which is common in both Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So it has a broad-based universal title that includes and appreciates everyone versus it being focused on any one particular group of people. You'll see that in our costuming, our dressing, our music, the language that we use, languages, I should say, that we use in the lyrics to our songs.
Okay. So, what made you? Because Menes said that you guys reached out to be a part of the Baltimore Rhythm Festival. So, what would prompt you to be a part of the BRF? What made you want to do that?
You want the truth?
I want the truth.
Okay. Well, the truth is, we endured through the COVID pandemic,
Yes.
which started somewhere around 2019. It caught us when we were in the middle of a tour that brought us to there's a university in Virginia that we were performing at that particular weekend, and we had to shut down because of the COVID mandates. So we took that opportunity to go into hibernation and work and produce. We produced 15 songs for our second CD album. We have actually two full CD albums that have been released. The first one is titled Bilal. Uh, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can't.
I
This
can't.
is such fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
come on with your shameless plug. Bilal,
and
pull it up a little more. There you
okay.
go. There you go.
Okay. I'm getting a
You
little
won't be
more
able to.
accustomed
You
to
should
this
put it
thing.
where your chin is. If you put it where your
Yeah.
chin is, you'll be able to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it reads right. That's the amazing thing about this particular platform. It
Bilal.
allows things to read right. So yes, our
Exactly.
first CD was Bilal, which contains
Okay.
about 8 songs. I write all the songs, and
Okay.
the second CD, which we produced during the COVID pandemic, is called Timbuktu: The Human Journey,
Okay.
and that CD contains 15 songs. So
Okay.
that was released in June of no, I apologize. That was released in November of 2022. And then in June of 2023, we released a single, our new single, which we name our tour after. It's called Philly Thang. And that seems to be rocking the houses wherever it goes.
Okay. Okay. So is that the reason why this festival is so attractive to a band as yours?
Well,
About-
we were advised that you have to take your band to the festivals. So
Mm,
we try to follow good advice and direction, and immediately started promoting to festivals and events internationally as well as locally. And
mhm,
myself, I attended the Artscape Festival, I guess maybe 20, maybe 30 years ago. It was very impressive, and I knew that there were events and activities that occurred in Baltimore. So I found out about the Baltimore Rhythm Festival, which is a good fit for what we do. And, I don't want to disclose too much, but we've got some surprises for your audience. We have
really?
a, oh yeah, we have a herald dancer. It's a male uh, African dancer who wears an original Dogon Waru mask costume. This is real costuming, real masks, real dances, and he performs during our a song that we play called Kanakumusa. So you definitely want to come and see this guy in this costume. No one else in the United States has this costume or the mask. So this is a unique experience, and I invite everyone to bring your cameras, your video. You got to see this guy do his thing, and
I'm
he's
gonna be up front for
outstanding.
that.
He's
I'm gonna be up front to see
outstanding.
that. Oh, that's amazing.
Yes,
I'm gonna be up front to see that. So that's a costume no one has, a mask no one has. So listen, guys, that's
yes,
something
that's
we can
correct.
see.
And
Okay.
that's from the Dogon people, who are a unique minority of people that inhabit the falaise, the cliffs in out near Banjargara in Dogon country in Mali, West Africa.
Wow, Mali, Mansa Musa. All right, that's some history there. And listen, from what I'm seeing with this festival, if it is the to me, it's like the call of the drum. It's everything is centered to me around the djembe, the drum, and also the expression of music. So with that, it seems very cultured and very centered around African culture. Am I right in that assessment, Menes?
Yes, around African culture, but also around Baltimore urban culture. The thing about Baltimore here is that we're a great melting pot of a lot of different cultures, but we're the world is starting to realize the medicine and the energy of the melanated man on the planet.
Oh, you see why you got to bring a whole new subject to the table. We
No, the
trying to
reason,
stay in Baltimore Rhythm Festival. Now you about
yeah,
to
that's
blow
where
up
I'm
the
at.
whole
That's where I'm at.
conversation.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm right
You
there.
said the
I'm right there.
world is starting to realize. The world
Yeah.
knows. It's just I think we as people are starting to realize that we are the sugar. I think the world knew. I think we didn't know
So
in a
so
lot of ways.
so with this festival, and just like anything of natural medicine, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
draw people to it like a magnet.
Mm.
Like bees to flowers to
To
uh
honey.
yeah, it's going to draw because if you're walking around and you're not vibrating high, like,
Mm.
or your energy isn't speaking with purpose, then when you go around something that it's well organized, and I'm talking about, in order to play music, good music,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be you have to be sound, and the ensemble that you're playing with has to be sound. And when
Mm.
you have minds, multiple minds that are working on a frequency, a high frequency that can create something that can help people start to understand who they are, like within themselves. When they
Wow.
go home, they're still thinking about you. Then that's a type of medicine that it's unspoken and you can't touch it. And so you're going to wonder, why did I feel that way?
Hmm.
Why, what is this happening to me right now? You can go and here in Baltimore, you could put on some club music and whatnot. And once somebody go out there and break the ice, it's always probably somebody that's out there, a gentleman or a woman out there. They had a little taste or something, and people being so uptight, and that music get to going, and they get out there in the middle of the crowd, and they start moving, and that breaks the ice, right?
Absolutely.
Now,
Yep.
some people will look at them like, oh, they got a taste in their hand. Oh, let's turn down. But but in
It's
all
that music.
actuality, that taste helped warm them up. It helped
That's,
loosen them up
yeah, that's that
because
music.
yeah, right. And so that's literally like the way things are going right now here in Baltimore. There's a big transformation.
Hmm.
Um, and we have like our artscape festivals, and we have our heritage festivals, which first started off like Afram, and where the drummers would be out there. Like these festivals, the drummers would be out there, and there was families that would be out there to help
Yeah.
install this particular aspect of it, so that people, melanated people, when they go there, um, they can feel like this is something that belongs to them. um, and now, as time is going on, you have the internet, so you can go on the internet and you can learn rhythms. You can get a drum and go on the internet and learn rhythms, right?
Yeah.
But but the one thing that drumming does is it it connects you and I. If you're playing music with someone, you're not sitting there saying, "Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4." You're looking at each other. You're looking at into each other's eyes, right? You're feeling that balm that's coming off of them, because the moment that you start to think and
Hmm.
discipline yourself, then your energy starts to uh, 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 move out. It starts to penetrate. It starts to shine, and you don't even know it. So you got 2, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people around each other, and all that good energy is coming out.
Yeah.
All that power is coming out, right?
That is
And
so.
so the goal is, or the secret is, what is people taking from that when they have those moments when we're able to come together to create music and sound?
I think it's all individual in a lot of ways, but it is it's linked, it's a link of like. I know you have to like it. It makes you feel good. Now the question is, how do you manifest it?
Well,
That's that's what I see.
well, in order to manifest anything, it takes time,
True.
right? So at some drum circles, like you'll go to some drum circles and they might not be able to keep the rhythm, 5 minutes. It might go left. Because one thing about drum circles, when you go to drum circles, unless there's a facilitator or someone there that's controlling the ensemble
Hmm.
of people, everyone there think that they're on the beat,
Oh, well, that's
right?
not true, right?
Right. And that's like community. That's like community. Like in community, everyone feels as though that they have an importance inside of community.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
so that might be, sometimes you have people and they are, somebody might say, hey, you're not on the beat. Well, come back over here, the one right here.
Hmm.
You might have a person that just picked up the drum. They might have bought a drum and thought it was house furniture, and they might come there and they just want to play the bass on it or the beat on their drum with
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
You know, and so we're not. This is a place. This is a marketplace. This is an environment. One of the main, most popular instruments here in America is the djembe, um, and the djembe, it comes from um, a group of people, a culture of people, and with this instrument, when it calls out, when there's ceremonies, when there's weddings, baptisms, uh, of age ceremonies, when the djembe calls out, it's something that a mile away someone can hear it.
Yeah.
right? And so that's what brings the people in. But here in the Americas, in the Amaru, uh, here we have something that we've created because those particular things were taken from us. You have certain areas in the world where they're able to, I mean, in the states where they're able to still keep their cultures and things like that. But out of that came blues, R&B,
Yeah.
bebop, right?
Yeah.
Um, and so within that, that sound is something that goes around the world, and that I think that's the reason why with this festival we have so many different forms of edutainment. We have the big band, Children's of Adam band. We have um, um, Mama Wow in the evening concert. We have we just added young guitarist DeAndre Dukes. We have workshops with Carrot Fit. We have an African swing uh, dance class with Mama Mani Pang doing African swing because she grew up in the history and culture of Lindy Hop and swing dancing and things like that. And then with her coming up into the African dancing and drumming, just over a time of collecting all of this information and mastering yourself, now you're able to create and add art forms to the world that comes directly from the spirit of being here in this world. And
Mm.
so that's the point of all of this. Here, you know, eh, we go to Africa and we learn the traditions, which we're thankful for. I'm so thankful for that. But then at the same time, am I a parrot, or
What is
do
that?
I suppose to speak and give utterance of sound and spirit that comes from me? And so that's the reason why we have the different stages like we do and the different workshops like we do, so that everyone can look at that schedule and say, I want to come there for that. And then not only that, Ebony Yahudah, my wife, she does an excellent job with the marketplace vendors. So we have probably this year over 30 vendors that are going to be there.
Oh, amazing.
Um, yeah, we're locking off of uh, Guilford and Lanville. So we're locking off between Guilford and Calvert. We're locking off Lanville and we're locking off Federal Street.
Oh,
And so
wow.
we have a hip hop stage on Federal Street between Guilford and Lanville, and then we have a street stage uh, right there on Guilford and Lanville.
Beautiful.
And we use the back of the Baltimore Montessori School, which is 1600 Guilford Avenue,
Yep.
for the marketplace and other yard performances and community stages, so that people can come in and feel it's children friendly. So please bring your children. It's for the children. The only way that the children is going to understand and feel this energy that's coming out is through the sound and the rhythm that the parents expose them to. We don't want them being exposed to TikTok. We want them being exposed to natural healing music,
Mm.
healing art, healing therapy. And that's what we're doing here with this festival.
I love it. It sounds very cultural. I mean, I like the different representations of music. I wish we had some other influences that our music has influenced. Because definitely salsa and Latino music. These are dancers from Africa. I mean, these are things that are influenced. So I love the different. So folks to know that like music can expand into so many different into so many different cultures and ways by the way that folks interpret it, but it's still music and it's still based somewhere. And so it's such a beautiful experience to come to an inner city festival that has all these iterations. So I hear city the Children of Adam band, y'all doing all the music. You said you said from soul to Egyptian, you said all the music. So you guys are like a fusion of music. Am I right, Baba Kenya?
Could you repeat your question, please?
I said from I was telling that it was really a question. It was a statement. I was saying that from what Menes said, is so much culture, so much music. So he has the hip hop stage. He said he has the cultural stage behind the school, and then they also have another stage. So all these different iterations of music. And I said, your band though seems to me all of the music all in one. You it sounds from American to Ethiopian. You said it's all type of music, like a fusion of music. Am I correct?
Yes, that's correct. And if I may take a moment to add some commentary to what Brother Menes was expounding upon before, music is a uh, spiritual sort of application that comes with the human being prior to birth. If I can paint a picture for you, imagine a fetus in the womb for 9 months, and the only sounds that he hears are the beat of his mother's heart and his own heartbeat. Sometimes those two heartbeats are in sync with one another, and there are other times when they're encounter rhythms with one another. He hears those songs, and he also hears the songs of his mother's voice as she sings songs. And every mother from every culture in the world has always sung songs to that unborn child, that child who has not come out into the world yet. So it's during this 9 month period that a child becomes, I don't want to say indoctrinated, but becomes accustomed to these sounds. You notice after the baby's born, the mother continues to sing songs to educate him. The ABC song and others are perfect examples. And also, the the child will gravitate to the soothing content
Baba
or
King,
characteristics
it's
of
your
his
you're
mother's
talking, but
voice.
your mic is leaving. We can't hear you. It's
How
because you
about
have
now?
yeah, your mic has to catch your voice because you're moving and we can't get you. So yeah, I can hear you better now. We could not hear you. There you
So
go.
that's basically what I wanted to add to, the expounding on the importance of music. Music is a wonderful universal thing that bridges gaps between all of humanity, regardless of where you come from or what your cultural background is. Once the music begins to play, the mind, the heart, the soul automatically attunes to it. It's on autopilot, and it's something that you see at every concert and musical performance that you attend.
Hmm. That is true. So is that what the Rhythm Festival is, Manaz? Are you guys, because a lot of folks would say, well, the djembe and this music is for African people, and this is our music. These are instruments from the country, from the motherland. We're diasporans, African in the diaspora, and this should be kept in our community. And I see that this festival is, Menej, it seems like you make a lot of effort to include other cultures. And I want to understand, is that intentional or is that something that just happens with music?
So we have the way that the festival is set up. Um, there's two partners that are of opposite races, and I don't even like to use that.
Which is of another race.
Yeah,
You ain't gotta say opposite. This is another race. So what
yeah,
are they?
another
One's
race.
European
Well,
or
yeah, because I mean, it's a
break
bunch
it
of
down.
and so and saying this because that's how the world look at it. So I want to be
It's the
like it's
truth.
gonna. I don't want to sugarcoat nothing. Um,
Exactly.
and so with this particular gentleman, Roy Turner, what a lot of people don't know is that he helped develop the Maryland Traditions program here in the Maryland State Arts Council. And so with this gentleman, um, he was referred to me, or I was connected to him through Gregory McKnight, Bilay's African Drum And so through relationship, you start to realize or look past skin color, right? And so the question is, if you have an opportunity to bring something to the table that's going to help people look at something totally different, because, and no, I don't want to get into all that. So, my question would be to someone, who opens up a restaurant, and this is a line that one of my younger brothers used to say, Jabari Jefferson, at when he worked with doing his a scene with Woundworks production, and he was in it was about the jail, and they would say, "Who opens a restaurant not expecting any customers?
Nobody.
Who opens a hospital not expecting to heal someone?"
No one.
Right?
Right.
So when I go to Africa, when I went to Africa when I went to Guinea for my first time, when I went there, and I'm being sarcastic, out of about 30 people inside of the workshops coming from all around the world, there was 2.5 black folks. And I say 2.5 because the gentleman, he's mixed. So when I sat there and I looked, I said, this is in Guinea, West Africa,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
Can speak the language fluently. They have all the recording devices and everything. And it's not a bad thing, because on this planet we are where we are, and we have to individually get to the next place to help our individual families and bloodlines.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing. And so when you're learning a discipline, it don't matter. Like, we all can be inside of the same space together. But what a person is getting out of it, according to your growth and your development,
Mm-hmm.
is based on what you decide to go there for. See, a lot of times when musicians are some of the most peaceful people in the world, because this is probably the only time artists, this is the only time that we're able to tap into divinity and get rid of all the politics.
Mm. Okay. So I hear you. And that's a that's a great premise. I'm not making it a debate. But I do like that. I think one thing I know about music is encompassing. It grabs you, it touches you, and it has nothing to do with your color. Go ahead.
And just to add to this, when something is sacred to you, everybody don't get it.
Mm.
That's all I want to say. If something is sacred, if you invited me to your family,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been knowing you all of your life, it's going to be at certain times where your immediate family going to say, "Oh, let's close the door because we got to handle some stuff." And that's how it is. You know, just because you invited to the house doesn't mean that you can sit at the big table. You might got to sit at the little table, right? And so in every culture around the world, that's what happens. Their secrets and their sacredness, they keep it to themselves. And it's something that you pass down in your bloodline.
Got it. Got
So that's how I want to answer that.
it. Okay, that's a great answer. And I think a lot of times I like to bring that up because a lot of times as African Americans or Africans or in any other Afro Francos, Afro Europeans, wherever you are in the diaspora, we cleave on to our Africanness when we're together because that's what links us. But we don't spend a lot of time in Africa. We don't have a lot of movement through Africa. We embrace it when it's comfortable, and when it's uncomfortable, we're European, we're American, we're everything else. So I think a lot of times we got to be careful with saying what we should say for our own when we don't do a lot of appreciation for it our own self sometimes. And that's I'm being bluntly honest. Like, listen,
Oh,
if, am I saying facts? That's facts.
well, you saying big facts right there.
That's facts because other people love our culture more than we love our own culture. So a lot of times you particularly have to watch what you say about what other people are doing when you don't even want to have it. When have you ever touched a djembe? Can you even spell djembe?
Mm,
Work with me. So, and it's
mm,
not to attack African people because listen, we love and respect African people. We are that, but we have to understand that too. What we bring to the world loves.
right.
It's look at the history of us. Everything that we bring gets either monetized, magnified, glorified. It's just us. It's just our sauce, right, Baba Kenya? I see you watching this. Is that sauce, Baba Kenya? So that I think is very important. And so I want us to get out of pointing at other people for expressing love for our culture and look ourselves in the mirror and express
Right.
love for our culture. And that's just real talk. Listen, ain't no, I'm not throwing no shade. I'm just being honest about African people. We gotta love our stuff and not get angry when somebody else loves it more than us, unfortunately.
You're absolutely right. And the thing about it is, if we can't say it to one another, or if it's something that you feel as though that your spirit isn't drawn to, then create your own off of it,
You
right?
better know it.
Because I know that majority of the time that when I've been to Africa, that they ask me when I'm learning their rhythm, so show me some of your rhythms.
Hmm.
They were like an exchange.
Well, is there one?
Oh yeah, that's the reason why I created Urban Foley.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, because the whole goal is to create urban music according to how I feel the drum. And so with myself growing up at the time, when I was born in 76, I'm still young, but a lot has changed since then. And in
Mhm.
70, growing up, I remember going down to the basketball court and the bars and still seeing the elders and the dudes out there with their bottles, but they do-wopping.
Mm.
Like, yeah, like the sounds that go through my head is when the Arabs come down the street. Get your ice, get your watermelon, grapes, strawberries. Right, that was something that was huge for us.
That's
When
a
when
cadence right there.
exactly that is
Yeah.
culture,
That's
right?
culture. That's
When
music. Yep.
the marching bands come through your neighborhood and all the community come out to see the marching bands. Like that was something that was huge growing up when we were younger. Public Enemy will be inside of the parks for free,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And so this is something that when for music and hip hop and culture, like my family growing up, when Easy E and them came into town, my father would promoting the posters and things like that. Like hip hop, that's what my family did. My
Mm-hmm.
father brought Gil Scott Heron to our community when I was a little boy. I didn't even know who he was. So this
Mm.
is something that for me that I've always wanted to do. If I can't do it, I want to see somebody else that can do it well,
That's true.
because the medicine that you get from them, from sitting there and being able to create these sounds and these frequencies and these timings, and it's precise, that that person is on point. It's like saying somebody that's tailored from head to toe. When they step out and they looking clean like that, you're gonna wonder what they got going on because it's put together so well. And that's literally what we try to offer. It's a small festival. We don't get a lot of funding. It's free. So
Free.
that means we're asking for funding. We're asking for people to donate to help us. We're writing for grants and things like that so that when the artists come in, they feel as though that they were well respected,
Mm-hmm.
that we appreciate them. And so that if we call on them again, they'll say, yes, we would love to work with you guys. So that's what this is about.
I love it. And that is why I'm here. I just think that cross culturally, music is our best. Uh, our it's like the bus for the conversation. It is the bus for social exchanges. Music does that. When you hear the drum outside, you just said something about the bands. If the bands came down my street and I hear the drums, everybody comes out. White, Indian, black. I don't give a damn who you are. Those
Hmm.
drums call you out of your house. You got to see. Yeah, you love the girls shaking it up, but if the drums weren't there, the girls would be irrelevant. I promise, even though they look amazing. Oh, I don't know. Some men would be like, shut your mouth. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. They'll be irrelevant to me. But most men be like, nah. But those girls are dancing and they look beautiful. but the drum is everything.
Yep.
Those cries are everything. And when you hear it, you come outside. It calls you. So we
Yep.
cannot expect that to have a call on just one being. We're all human beings.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
all
right.
human beings. And it definitely calls all of us. So I wanted to bring that point out. Like this, listen, guys, we got to make this the biggest rhythm festival ever because we want this to continue. We want to, we did, I went over to Joe Squared. They had a fundraiser on August 16th, and I walked into a true community drum circle. Most drum circles I go to a bunch of African men on the drums and few ladies here and there, but hardly ever. But this was a drum circle with all genders, all colors, all representations of it was different age groups. That's what brings us together on just a nominal rent. We need that. And so I'm calling you guys, come to the Rhythm Festival and get some rhythm. Talk to somebody you don't know. Check
Yes.
out check out the band, the bands that are there. Baba Kenya's band, all these different types of music. He's bringing something to the table that we probably haven't seen. The young man performing with the uniform, he said, with the traditional wear and a mask. That's something we might need to see. So come out, come eat some of the different food. You got I think Chandra is on that joint, right? That's my
Yes,
girl.
she is. I'm a Chandra's on that. You want me to do a read off for you?
Yeah, read off for me, bro. Bring
Let me
the
read off for you. Let me read off for you,
show.
Queen.
Tell me you're gonna be there. Tell the people.
Okay, hold on for a minute.
So, Baba Kenya,
Yes.
are you guys based in Baltimore? Your band? Are
No,
you
we're based out of Philadelphia.
are you based out of Philadelphia? So you coming down to Baltimore for
Yes.
this? So yo, we got to show out. We got
Yes.
people coming in from. When I was young, when I was in Morgan, my roommate was from Philly. We used to call it Filthy. So I'm not gonna do that tonight. That was the name when I was in college. But we got people coming down from Philly. We guys got to show up and show out because we got folks who's bringing their talents from other parts of the world to us. So come out, come out. So give us a breakdown, brother. Menes, tell us what's going on.
Yes, yes, yes. And the schedule may change. We
Okay.
just found out that one of our we were going to bring an international act in. We were trying to work on an international act, but we're going to have to probably wait for next year. But at
Okay.
12 p.m. we have Mama Maria Broom.
Maria
Um,
Broom. Mm-mm.
yes, with she's going to do the blessing to open up the festival. She's been doing it for us for the last couple years. She brings a beautiful energy, and a lot of people don't understand that Mama Maria has been a force inside of Baltimore City since I was a little snotty nosed boy walking around. So, I'm sure she was doing things way before then. We have, and that's at 12 p.m. At 2:30, we have a drum circle, and that's facilitated by the Park Vibe. 4 o'clock on that stage, we have Bele Bele, which is an all-female drum ensemble. And then
Oh,
5 o'clock on that stage, we have Clayton Williams, who is coming with a Garifuna troupe. All right.
oh,
And then on the Lanville Street stage at 12:30 p.m., we have our um, sister Amachandra, and she's going to do a sound healing bath, which is really powerful
really
if
powerful.
you're in that energy.
Yes.
Um, we have at 2 o'clock, we have Bula in El Barrio. It's a group from Colombia, uh,
Mm.
Contadores. And then at 4:30 to close out that Lanval Street stage, we have Children's of Adam Band, where we're sitting here right now with Baba Ahmad Kenya. And
Yes.
then on the we have a 50th anniversary hip hop stage, and this is something that we wanted to do because one of our partners, Brother Lydell, he works with some. He has a program that he works with some youth over at the main library, and so in thinking and trying to network, like we need to get the youth out. A lot of times
Absolutely.
I know
Absolutely.
growing up, I was dragged to some of these things, but we need to find a way to get the youth to come out and
That's
see
it.
something in positivity and not wanting to go at each other anything negatively like that, right? And
Exactly.
so um So we have Olu, Baltimore's own Olu Butterfly. We have Femi the Dry Fish, and
Sister
then we have
Olu.
yes, and we have the young god, Precise Coxum, who's going to be joining us. And then we have a slew of workshops going on.
Okay.
Um, Mama Maria at 12:30 is going to be a dance medicine workshop.
Mm,
Um, we have Mahalia Jada, Fem Body Bliss. So she's going to be doing like a woman movement body bliss. So I think that's just sacred for the women. Um, we have Carrot Fit, which is Caribbean dance, and then we have Mama Manie, who's going to be doing African swing dance.
oh,
At 2 o'clock in the yard, we have Bale's African Drum Works. Baba Baile is going to be doing a shakere workshop, and then we have the Capoeira Social Project, which is going to be doing an instrument and a small, probably capoeira demonstration. We have drum workshops going on. We have Baba Mosiah Salim, who has been working and doing workshops with us and helping with the drum circles for years. We have the Baltimore Taiko Drum Collective. We have Ganesh Kumar. And then we have a breathing workshop to end everything with Mama Ayo Handy. Um,
that's beautiful.
and and then the evening concert, we it's going to be located at the Baltimore Design School, um, and the doors open at 7 o'clock. Concert begins at 7:30, and we have young Tyler, John Tyler. Um, and who is a name within himself. He has a follower. All of the younger generation of youth, they know this guy. So I love how he gets out there and works and make himself known. And just he spread this energy of like love, his love groove. That's what he's called. And
That's
then
what's up.
we have Mama Walks on Water, formerly known as Mama Natasha Hummingbird. And then we have Baltimore's legend, Brother Lafayette Gilchrist, and for the evening concert. It is a fee for that concert. You can go to BaltimoreRhythmFestival.org. Um, you can go to BaltimoreRhythmFestival.org to check out the schedule for directions, tickets. The evening concert is a fee for that. So please, 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 if you feel it in your heart to come out, bring your children. It's a children friendly event. Message music. The hip hop stage is message music. Um, and so we want to make sure that everyone is able to walk away from there and share this energy so that
Mhm.
people are willing and want to come next year. We want it to be so big that Artscape say to us, oh, if we expand over to that side of uh, the festival onto that side, we want you guys to be running that.
Well,
Um,
I like that. You know, Artscape changed up. It's at the end of the month this month. Artscape's always been in July, so this year it's in September. So it's coming at the last weekend. Yeah, the 23rd, I think, the 23rd weekend. So Artscape is on its way in. We got the BRF first, the Baltimore Rhythm Festival. Guys, come out. You hear all those people? We got bands, we got drum workshops, we got food, we got vendors. It's going to be a party and good time. And can anyone bring their drum? Is that what you can just bring your drum, right?
yes, bring your drum. The
Bring your,
workshops are there. Bring your drums. The drum circles are there. Bring your drums. But understand, like some of these events that we're having, there's some people that is going to want discipline and order. We have to understand, even if you're having a drum circle, it's still discipline and order because in order to create music, sweet music, it has to be in discipline and order. It has to be of clear mind.
yeah.
So if someone is saying to you or give you a suggestion that you might think that, you know, you're on the beat, but you might be on that beat, then just be willing just be willing to have somebody help you to put you on because we all are here to help each other. Each one teach one, each one reach one.
I love that. Listen, that's he said it nice. Listen, don't come with no stuff. If someone tell you I'll be shorty, just get on the right beat. Get on the one, yo. That's all. Listen, listen. Let's break this down. Just all
Yeah.
love. It's all love. It's rhythm. It's blues. It's all of that. It's music. It's jazz. Listen, we are here to have a good time. And for Baltimore to continue to have these amazing, because Baltimore's a festival city. I don't care what nobody say.
You're
Festivals
absolutely right.
every freaking weekend. We doing something. We outside. We out here. We outside. So I'm
That's right.
telling you, if we're going to continue that, we got to know how to socialize with each other. We got to know how to take constructive criticism. We got to understand that it's not about you, it's about us. If you put us in it, we're going to have a good time. You put you in it,
Hmm.
and it's going to be a hard way to go. So come with that
Hmm.
mentality. All family, all community, just come and let the music take over. When the music take over your heart, ain't nothing but love in it. I promise you that. What you think, Menes, about that? All love.
No, all love. That's what it's all about. It's about love,
I love
especially the way things have been going since after post COVID.
it. Yep.
Because when the love was just getting right, they made us stop touching each other.
Huh.
And they made it's set up so that we don't want to talk close to each other or touch each other's hand, give each other a hug and whatnot. So
Absolutely.
with the reason why we're doing is so that the idea and the concept of love and light is there.
Yep.
And regardless of where you go in the world, regardless if a certain group of people was there for a certain amount of time or not, when you have people that have been coming in and changing up environments, the best way to know who's inside of those communities, who are those environments, is through community festivals, engagements, and things like that. Because we are the currency,
The people.
and when we're around each other, we are the currency. And when you're able to talk to someone and articulate what's on your mind in an enlightening way, then things will be much better. But if I assume that you might be a nasty person or a bad person, even if you are, if I have the know-how to get with you, just so that I can lay something on you, that when you go back home, it makes you think about your nastiness, then I done did my job.
Yeah, did your job. Yeah, did your job. All right, Brother King,
Yeah.
you got anything to add to that? As we 57 minutes in, it was fun, but we almost out of here. So you got anything to add to this beautiful festival? Y'all coming from Philly, playing the music all down 95. What you got to add?
Just let your audiences know that we're bringing the Philly thing, the brand new Philly
Ooh,
thing, just
that
released two
Philly
months
thing.
ago.
Yeah, I
And
love it.
Bobby, can you want to give your website for so people can get look up Children's of Adam Band, just so they can get
I'll put it
a
in the
little
chat.
taste of appetizer?
Yeah, give it to me. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Yes, you can you can find us on childrenofadamband.com.
All right, Children of Adam Band. .com. Listen, guys, check them out. They're coming from Philly to give us some of that Philly juice. So you can get pre-drunk at childrenofadam.com. So go check them out, and then come out on Sunday. Excuse me, on Saturday. And you go. What stage are you on? What stage are they on, Menes?
They're on the Landval stage. They finished the Landval stage 4:30.
4:30. Okay, so they're the last performer. So they save the best to the last. All right, so
Yeah, they want to bring that Philly funk.
that Philly funk. I love it, the Philly sound. So listen, this has been enlightening to kind of learn about a little history about this festival, because I really didn't know about it. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know much about it. I learned about it last year when you guys contacted me, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited to experience something. I know the drum calls me. I've been to the park on Sundays. Baba J just passed from Park Five. That was my Baba,
Mhm.
and I'm glad Park Five is still together, and they're gonna be out there. So that's nice to hear. And listen, it just sounds like it has everything for the family, from children to the elder. Everything is there. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's what it's for. It's for the family. It's
Okay.
for the family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we want. That's particularly what we want. So it's Baltimore Rhythm Festival, Saturday, 9/9/23, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Wait, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. 1600 Guilford Avenue, but the whole Landville, right? The whole Federal and the whole Guilford. All that's locked. Okay.
Yep.
Outdoor
And then
festival.
the evening concert is right around the corner from there at Baltimore Design School.
Baltimore Design School. And listen, go to the BaltimoreRhythmFest.org, pick up your ticket for that. That starts at 7 p.m. the same night, right?
That's right. That's right.
All right. All right. Baba, can you anything you want to give us from Philly before we see you in BMore? So you come to the most beautiful city. I know you're in Philly right now, but you want to say anything before you come to the prettiest city on earth? Anything you like to say?
No, I have nothing more to add.
No, you're not gonna add to that one. You're gonna stay out of that. Okay.
No.
Well, it'd be a pleasure.
I'll wait till we get paid.
Okay. I know that's right.
You never.
That's the way to do it, Baba King. You ain't a dumb man.
Hey. This is the second time I've in baby three days I've been around two elders, and one thing that they talk about is yeah, I'll be happy once I have the check in my hand.
Yeah, they want their cake. I don't blame them. They want
Yeah,
their money.
that's new. That's good information to know.
You should never disrespect your elders and your hosts. So that's why I said that. I'll wait till we get paid, and then we can laugh and cajole one another in frivolity.
So we have Mama Earth. She put something in, and hey, Mama Earth, thanks for joining us. She says she's watching and she'll be coming to your beautiful festival.
Tell Mama Earth I said yes. Tell her I said peace and blessings, and tell her to bring her drum.
Mama Earth, you heard that? Bring your drum, sis. Bring your drum. I'm gonna be looking for you. Bring your drum. So Saturday, Menes, take us out with the last. Where it's gonna be? Rhythm Festival. Take it out. Take us out with that.
Baltimore Rhythm Festival, 2023, September the 9th, noon to 6 p.m. 1600 Guilford Avenue. Some people say Guilford. Baltimore, Maryland 21202. It's on the back end of the Baltimore Montessori School, Baltimore Montessori Public Charter School. So the way we have the sound set up, if you come to the front of the school, you're not going to really hear it. So you have to come to either side. If you come to the Landville side, you can walk down into the festival from there. You'll see the stage. Looking forward to seeing all of you guys. Black Box Radio, Sister Queen, thank you for helping us with our exposure. Thank you for having Baba Kenya and Children of Adams Band to get some exposure, and I'm excited. We'll see everybody on Saturday. Come with the love, come with building, come with sharing, come with connecting, come with the energy that we need to go into the fall equinox, so that our winter won't be so long and cold. Let's create something that's going to keep people energized going through the winter months, so when the spring come back around, we're not tired, we're just more energized.
Oh, I love that. That is it. Listen, I can't wait to Saturday. So excited. Baba Kenya, thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate you. We'll see you on Saturday. Brother Menes, always a pleasure. Listen.
Yes.
You always bringing the gem to our community. And listen, we love community, and this is community. So I can't wait to Saturday. Cannot wait.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you, Bob.
Well, thank you for inviting us. And
I didn't hear him. Well, we'll see you on Saturday, Baba Kenya. All right. So Black Boxes, we out. Let's get some deuces.
Yes.
We boxed out. And now let's get some deuces, guys. Deuces. Baba Kenya, where your deuces? All right, good night, Black Boxes. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Stay right. Don't hang up yet. All right, guys. Good night, Black Boxes.
All right, cool.